Yo, what's going on, guys? It is time for another reaction video, and we've got a full house today. Y'all might recognize Dwight and Rochelle of BYOB. They have already reacted to this song, but they brought a guest because we're going to be working on a podcast today. So we've got Candace Shields here of the Royal Society nonprofit organization. So we want
Society of
did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
Royal Society.
My bad, guy. Correct me. Yeah, so Society of Royals. My apologies.
Yeah.
So Rochelle and Dwight have already seen this video, but we're going to do some other Ren reactions. And before we jumped into the other ones, I thought it was appropriate for Candace to see Hi Ren before we do the other ones. So they're getting their second look. Rochelle and Dwight did do me the favor. They didn't watch any other Ren videos because we knew how much you guys wanted them back to do more reactions. So they didn't watch any others. We're going to be doing a reaction to Suicide, For Joe, and maybe one or two others. It just depends on the timing because they do have other things on their schedule as well. And we needed our podcast film today too. So definitely check out the podcast. They've done 2 podcast episodes previously. I encourage you guys to go check those out and go check out their other Ren reactions if this is the first time you're seeing Dwight and Rochelle.
Yes.
Y'all all ready?
We're ready. Let's go.
All right. You guys know the drill. I know y'all have already seen it, but maybe if you end up seeing something y'all didn't catch the first time, feel free to add some commentary. Okay. But mostly we're kind of letting, Candace have her commentary here, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right. Candace doesn't know anything about Ren except for this is a one take.
Yeah.
Gets your attention,
doesn't it? It does every time.
And just got the way you just pluck. Okay.
Okay, wait. I just have to say the whole slaughterhouse pig mask thing going on is completely distracting at the beginning. But his skills on the guitar, stupid amazing. Yeah, gotta definitely.
So the pig threw you off though, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, but his skills on the guitar.
So this is a good attention getter.
Definitely.
Yeah. The pig is a good attention getter.
It is. It is.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, wait a minute. You didn't expect that. Not expecting that. I'm sitting here caught up in the musicianship because I can definitely appreciate that. Right. I'm a music person. I love some good just music without machines. But what? I wasn't ready. Okay, go ahead.
That's one of my favorite things. So like, just I'll say it quick because my viewers already know. I went into this video from people who have been watching Harry Mack, which was rap videos, and they're like, you should go check out Ren. So I came into this not knowing what I was about to watch. And then he started, I was like, what is this? I don't know, but I love it. It's cool,
Yeah. I wasn't expecting it. Okay, but I'm digging it. Let's go.
Awesome.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling.
Candace, you get it?
I totally get it. So he's giving me Eminem vibes right now. Like, I don't know if you guys remember when Eminem first came out. Oh, yes.
The Slim Shady version.
Yes, totally Eminem vibes. I love the play on the personalities, of course. I'm digging that. Between Eminem and T.I. T.I. did it also. I don't know if y'all remember on one of his albums, he had a whole song, and it was him versus Tip. But love this. Okay, and I love the vocabulary. I'm a fan of rappers who can expand and use words that are not common in rap music. That's how you get me. Lyricism and musicianship.
That's me.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, hi, Ren. Okay.
Oh, bad. Let's go.
Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my
Okay, can we just take a moment to talk about what he just said? Because I feel like so many of the most underrated musicians, rappers, singers are the people who do it because they love their craft.
Right.
Yep.
And what's crazy is they are the people who have some of the best content, the stuff that you actually want to listen to that's not just a hype beat for you to dance to. So
What's not crammed down your throat from the radio station.
exactly. And nonsense, you know, I'm an 80s, 90s baby. So
Yeah.
right now I'm really like, what on the radio? But this is something that I would listen to. So kudos, Ren.
I'm glad you're enjoying it so far.
He's connected with himself.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel
knows
like you have
himself.
to be anything that you're passionate about. If it's going to be your craft, I feel like you have to be, right?
Yes, you do.
So I applaud that.
Get it,
I
Ren.
never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
You are your own worst enemy.
Yes, you are.
So I don't want to get off subject, but I just had a whole conversation last weekend with someone about this and how pretentious we are in society, right? And how everyone wants so badly just to be a part and be accepted and be, you know, like that we can't even be genuine. And it's ridiculous that we strive so hard to focus on the things that are important to other people, right?
Instead of
That-
yourself.
Even if they're not important to us. And how pretentious is that? And when you have somebody that's not pretentious, that's like, no, this is just me. I'm just living my truth. I'm just trying to make it in this world.
Right.
This is what I'm passionate about.
Right.
People are like, but that can't be because everybody wants to be. And you're like, no, like really. It's crazy to me that people can't accept that there are people in this world who are okay with just being
Authentic and just being themselves,
being
right?
themselves,
Themselves.
right? Yeah, I can get on a whole soapbox. Man, you just got a whole fan. Like,
Hey, all right.
And we're only 4 minutes in out of 9 minutes.
Let's get it, Ren.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
The ego is very, very powerful. It is.
Yep.
Yeah,
And that conversation,
it's so deep and dark.
it's like the ego wants to know how, it wants to know the plan, but like the excitement of life is just the journey of not knowing. You know, just stay with it, not giving up, you know? But if you don't have control of that inner conversation, it goes back and forth like my man Ren here making a good example.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
It causes indecision. So it's like you doubt yourself, you speculate yourself, and you keep going back and forth until you end up doing nothing.
Yep.
It's so many different ways that you can interpret this too. Like, you do think about the ego, but you also think about your self-conscious, right? You think about your conscious when you are in making a decision, right? You have one way that you can go or the other in every single decision. If you're a person of faith, you think about the fact that religiously, if you believe in God, right, that you are to die to sin every day. And this is kind of what he's talking about, is getting up and actually making the choice every day to do the right thing or to do the wrong thing, to be the antagonist or to be the protagonist, right? To be the victim or to be the victor. Are you going to be the advocate or the adversary? Like, you have that choice in every single thing that you do every single day. Every single moment, you are battling internally with how you're going to be, how you're going to produce, how you're going to come across. And yeah, it's just so many different ways you can go with that.
Yeah, and I think it's important that you have both of them, because if you have an imbalance of one or the other, then it could affect you negatively both ways. Because if you're too much of the ego, that could affect you in a negative way because you come across to people aggressive or not genuine or cocky or uncaring. But then if you're too weak, then you never speak up. You never go out and make the attempt to do things. So if you don't have like a balance of both, then I think you could be completely lost. And then also one of the topics that you guys are going to be discussing in the podcast today is based around suicide.
Yes.
And so, yeah, if you don't have that ego, then you could easily fall into depression, right?
Right,
So, yeah, there's a lot of ways you could interpret this.
Yep. Let's go. I like how he be plucking.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. For Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, it recoil me to different side.
How you like that switch of the beat, though? Again, that's how you like
I
that.
am just
that bubble hit you.
totally digging this. I'm already thinking, okay, I'm about to download this to my Spotify. I can listen to it again.
He's on everything too.
I just gotta say, so this, thinking about the topic that we're going to talk about later, it just brings out the underlying point to this also is how there's such a stereotype around mental illness.
Yes.
You know, people think that mental illness is supposed to look a certain way, right? Or it's supposed to sound a certain way. Or how can you be so talented and then be, you know, depressed or whatever? And that's just not real life.
Right.
You know, you look
Right.
at this and all of the different layers and all the different ways that he's taking this particular song, and it's just a perfect depiction of that, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like how you
Absolutely.
said the different pictures of mental illness, you know, because it goes back to that saying, don't judge the book by its cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can see the man on the corner that's homeless and you think to yourself, oh, that's mental illness right there because he's down and out, he's living under a bridge or whatever, right? But guess what? What about the person that's on vacation and they're
Smiling
depressed?
and everything.
Yeah.
You never know what
You know what I
somebody's
mean?
Never
struggling
know
with.
what-
Smiling through the depression.
Yes.
You never know
That high
somebody's
functioning
internal
depression.
struggle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so those major depression episodes, they could hit anybody. Doesn't matter what your financial status is, where you're located on this globe. If you're, like I said, under a bridge or you're in a mansion.
Yep.
Mental illness is
Everywhere.
And it's so many different facets. Like it's depression, but it's not even just depression. It's anxiety. You know, somebody can be doing very well in the eyes of others, but because of their struggle with anxiety, you don't know what internal struggles that causes them on a mental level and how they're constantly stressing and what that leads to, whether it's suicide or a heart attack because you know, stressed yourself to the point that you're always worrying about what's next or you're worrying about is this sufficient. You know, all of those different things. So
and that worry causes sickness.
yeah.
It does.
That worry will
It manifests physically. It does.
yeah, it'll put you in the hospital.
Yep. Worry yourself into a stroke or a heart attack.
Yeah.
Correct.
I thought he was gonna come with another beat.
I'm kind of sad that he's taking off the guitar.
Oh, you want more?
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax.
There
and I
we
learned
go.
to soften, and that dance got easier.
That's
It
wisdom
is this
right there.
eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Amen. What I love about him,
Hold on. Just like, well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
see a
it's nothing
second.
really. Sorry, go ahead.
what I absolutely love about him is that he's able to go into that deep dark side, and then he comes out of it to show people how to be more grateful, how to start loving themselves, how to not stay in that deep, dark stage of whatever it is that they're going through. He's been through that. And now he's helping people come out of that particular stage of life that they're in. And he's so motivating. Like, he is absolutely motivating, because there's so many people out there who have different things going on, different illnesses going on within their minds
that you don't know about,
that you do not know about.
They mask it,
and he's targeting it, and he's letting people look, this is not all that there is. There's so much more to whatever it is that you're going through. I love that about him.
I love that too. I also love the self-acceptance. Like, this is me, flaws and all. This is my struggles. These are my wins. These are my challenges. These are my affirmations. This is what I am setting out to do. This is how I am setting out to make it. And like we said before, so many people are so worried about how they come across and what other people are going to think about them. Like, let me not say this. Oh, I may be okay with myself, but I don't want people to think that I'm stuck up or, conceited. So let me reel that back. Or I really don't like myself, but I don't want somebody to think that I'm struggling. So let me pretend, or, oh, I love God, but I don't want to say that because I don't want people to say I'm too holy. Or, oh, I don't believe in Jesus, but let me not say that because I don't want to be judged. Like, we can't just be ourselves, and he is so transparent. And that, to me, is what's so inspirational.
Absolutely.
Can't be ourselves because we judge ourselves.
Yep.
And we're too concerned about what others may judge us, like they're not going through their own struggles. Like, if we could accept and acknowledge that everybody is going through something, I don't care where you are, to Dwight's point, I don't care what your financial situation is, I don't care what your home situation is, everybody's gone through something. Everybody is going through something. We all have our own struggles. And if we could just acknowledge that and come together to be a shoulder to lean on for each other, we could make leaps and bounds of progress in this world.
Be more open about it with your friends and your family. I mean, I have a good amount. There's been times where I've, even told Dwight, like, the struggles I'm going through and vice versa, and it's like, don't be afraid to share your feelings with the people. Obviously, there's going to be some people you can trust more than others, right? But share those feelings. Don't lock them up. Don't hold them inside, because it leads to further chaos in your life.
Yep.
So, Candace, do you want to know a little bit more about Ren now that you've seen this?
Absolutely.
So he's Welsh. She's from Wales. So obviously that's where the accent comes from. But at a young age, it was already determined that he had some immunity issues. They didn't know quite what the immunity issues were. And so over a series of different tests or what have you, he got misdiagnosed more than once. And so he's being improperly prescribed different drugs and medications that were, probably potentially doing more harm than help, right? So maybe that's where some of the psychosis part of this comes from. Yeah. But ultimately, I think it was at the age of, I'm not going to even say because people are going to beat me up in the comments. I think it was, it was, he ultimately got diagnosed with Lyme disease.
Oh, wow. And
so he's seeking treatment currently for the Lyme disease, for the past effects plus the present effects that it's had on his body. And he's been in Canada seeking treatment. But I found out a few things since the last time you guys were here. A lot of the songs that he's been releasing right now on his YouTube channel, he pre-recorded a lot of these videos and everything before he went to Canada so that he could be releasing them while he was in treatment. Oh, wow. So wanted to show you all a quick other thing that I think will give you all a good picture of what he's going through on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. It's a short 1 minute video right here.
This is what a day looks like having brain damage and autoimmune conditions.
I wake up, I take an obscene amount of pills and medication. Pills. I've gotten pretty good at swallowing them all in one go.
Wow.
I get in an Uber, I go to the clinic.
I get various medicines and vitamins delivered straight to my veins whilst reading sci-fi books.
Then I've got to wear this weird space sci-fi swimming cap to help me create new neural pathways in my brain. Kinda makes me feel a little bit like that scene from Clockwork Orange. Get more medicine right in my veins whilst looking bloody handsome. Then I get an Uber back home.
I have to eat a restricted low histamine paleo diet, so this is what 99% of my food looks like. It's alright, it's not bad. I watch Peep Show because it's class. I watch cookery programs because I'm secretly an 80-year-old woman. I inhale hydrogen gas because it helps reduce inflammation in my body. Then I take some more pills. Pills. Then I practice guitar and I write songs about how interesting and sensitive and deep I am. And then I make some hardcore gangster rap hip hop beats. Fuck me, I'm so white. Then I clean my teeth and I go to bed. This is what a day looks like.
Wow.
You gotta love his spirit, though.
You have to.
To see the positivity and all the darkness.
Yeah, it goes back to what I say. Every day you have to choose. You can either be a victim or a victor, right? And he's clearly chosen to be a victor, and you gotta love that, because he could easily be like, "Woe is me," feel sorry for me.
Right.
This is my, and he's not. For him to be able to be upbeat about it, to joke about it, to say, this is my struggle, this is what I do, but I look good though. You gotta love that.
Stick with
So,
that swag.
yeah.
Hit it with the swag.
And the song we just watched is now up to 17 million views in 7 months. So, yeah. So this is. I felt like it was important for you to see this one first, Candace, not just as an introduction to Rim, but also because of the topics y'all are going to be discussing in the podcast today.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So we're also going to react to Suicide and For Joe. So Suicide is obviously talking about suicide. For Joe is a song that he wrote in tribute to his friend who did actually take his own
We didn't
life.
see the For Joe.
Y'all haven't seen Suicide or For Joe.
Okay.
Y'all haven't seen either of those.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys ready to check those out?
Let's
Do
get
it.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to be releasing these back to back as I have been every Saturday and Sunday. So as soon as this video is done,
Hit
the
that
next
like
video
button. Hit the
will
like
be-
button. Share it.
Comment.
Subscribe.
They said it for me.
Hey.
But don't stop there. Make sure y'all check out the podcast episode 2 because it's going to be discussing all these topics that we've been going over in this
Yes.
video. So
It's called the Don't Do It seminar, everybody.
yes.
Do it.
All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Later.
Yeah.